Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to start converting some currency, and I thought I'll take you along the way because for many people it's always going to be the same. They just go to their stash tab and be like, oh man, I have no divines, I've only a few chaos and I need some upgrades. This is going to be 10 divines upgrade, this is a 5 divines upgrade, but I just don't have currency. And let me tell you, you probably have a lot more currency in your stash tabs that you actually think. So in PoE, usually I would say chaos would be the points and divines are like the paper money, right? So this is basically all you see, unless you have like mirrors and stuff like that, but it's like another kind of thing. I think if you have mirrors, you don't really have currency issues. But these are the two things people looking the most. But reality is, you have a freaking ton of currency just laying in all your like stash tabs, in your like fragments, maybe some sets, maybe some breach some scarums, maybe some invitations, divination cards, essence. Like, there is so much currency in this game, and people just need to or don't really know exactly how they should go at it when they say like, I need to like convert my currency now, and how do I bulk price things, tips and tricks on like trading, how do I sell my stuff faster, and so on and so forth. And this is basically what this video is going to be about. This, I would say, is more of a beginner video for like trading basics, because I already see all the comments of the top tier 0.01% of traders that say, hey, you can like bulk sell on TFT and you can use other sources of selling your stuff. So anyways, good. To start things off, I'm using 3 external tools when it comes to like playing PoE and price checking. One is the Awakened PoE trade macro, which is basically, by the way, all of these 3 tools are linked in the description below, which is basically just price checking certain items. So let's see, chaos. Oh, it's like, I see, okay, for 1 chaos you get like 100, for 1 divine you get like 167 chaos and stuff like that. So this is like your average price checking thing. Then PoE Lurker, this is what you're gonna see in a bit once we start trading. It is a trading tool where you can like set hotkeys for, I usually do like F1 is like invite the person. Like if there's a trade request coming in, you have a small icon on the bottom side which tells you what is this item that you're selling. So F1 would be invite party, F2 like trading, F3 is like kicking somebody out of the group, and F4 would be, yo, thanks for the trade and whatnot. This is helpful, especially when it comes to like when you're selling multiple items. For once, like singular trades like this one, like I can just right click invite and search the item that I want to sell. But once you're like putting all your currency on trade to convert everything into chaos and chaos into divines and stuff like that, sometimes you're gonna have like 20 trade whispers at once, and then it's like very hard to actually see, oh, this guy bought my alchemies, like 5 trade message later the guy was also wants to buy my alchemy, so they're sold now. So it's like kind of frustrating when it comes to that. And the third tool is Exilence. Exilence Next is basically a software that checks your stash tabs and price checks the stuff with PoE Ninja. Once you install Exilence Next, it will ask you to log in, or let the program log into your Path of Exile account on the website, basically, right? Don't worry, the reason for that is if you're opening your profile here, and if I click on my character sheet over here, I see all my characters, as well as I can click here on my stash tab. So inventory over here, stash tabs over here, I can see the guild stash tab, the microtransactions, and so on. So this stash over here, this is public, basically. This is the information Exilence just takes to see actually what do you have actually in your stash tabs, right? So don't worry too much about that. Good. I primarily use Exilence Next to price check divination cards. And as you see, if I take a snapshot over here, or basically you... Okay, first, if I take a snapshot, you see that my stash tabs have like a 25 divines worth of stuff. Here's all the stuff like Awakener Orb, divination cards, scarabs, whatnot. And this cannot be taken 100% for granted, because there's a bunch of like divination cards that are valued for 1 chaos, but either you're gonna do 1 chaos trades, nor people gonna buy like 1 chaos divination cards, for example, right? But what I do here, once you start this program, you can click on the plus here, create profile. You just call it whatever you want. I'm gonna use the divination here anyways. So I'm gonna pick my league, which is the Ancestor League. Here as well, Ancestor League. Then you can have all your stash tabs over here, and this is basically the stuff that is gonna get searched for. So I'm gonna make here, like, either you say, like, my ancestor leak is basically every tab, like fragments, divinations, essences, fossils, blight. I would not do map because map takes forever. But then you have like, what is it? What was the big D? Delirium, I think. Yeah, metamorph and stuff like that. And then it will search only those tabs. For my thing here, what I'm interested is divination cards, because the thing is, once you're like mapping, you're gonna gather a shit ton of like random divination cards of stack digs and whatnot. But you don't really know, is there any divination card that I might overlook where I say, hey, this is worth something, right? So basically, I'm going to pick here my divination stash tab, pick my character, create profile, and now I'm going to take a snapshot. So the program is basically taking all the divination cards that I have, price checks it with like PoE Ninja, and says, oh, this is what you have. So, for example, I'm having here a Dragon's Heart that is worth like 67 chaos. So I'm gonna go here, Dragon's Heart, pick that one, and it is actually 65, based on like how you want to sell it. But this is kind of like the basic idea what I'm doing when I'm converting currency, that I check my divination cards, and I usually go down until like 5 chaos. So these would be the ones that I would selling, and this is probably like more than half a divine, just of like random divination cards that I wasn't even aware that I had, right? Good. So let's start this entire thing. Basically, I'm doing only like currency conversion. Here is basically you need to know what do you need for mapping, what you should price check, what you should actually convert with a vendor recipe, for example, like jewelers and stuff. And yeah, basically. So I'm not going to sell any of the portal scrolls, wisdom scrolls, because I need them for mapping anyway. The same with like transmutes, because if I sell transmutes, for example, I'm getting wisdom scrolls back, and then I can use the wisdom scrolls on like any town vendor and convert wisdom scrolls into portal scrolls. So this is like my supply for average mapping, right? So, and kindling orbs, for example, I price check them, and I see on the left side here how much is it going for, and this is what other people are listing it for. The way I do it, I usually pick the, I would say I don't want to undercut too much, but I always want to undercut. I'm super fine with like losing a chaos or two when I can do trades a lot faster. So I see here on the left side, the bulk here is actually going for like 0.4. The one thing you could do is just using your calculator and say, oh, I have 23 of those, and they're going, so multiplied by 0.4, so I know it's around about 9.2 chaos. So what I'm doing, I'm just saying, I'm going to sell this bulk here for 9 chaos. So in that case, we're going to set your thing to public, and then we say exact price, chaos. The first thing is always the chaos orbs, and the second thing is what you're selling. So I want to have 9 chaos orb divided by 23. That means this is what I want to have, and this is how much I have. And if you mouse over now, you basically see your stuff. So I'm having 9, I want to have 9 chaos orbs divided by 23, what I just put into this, and it's, wait. Am I dripping? Yeah, 0.39. And as we saw before, 0.4 is what the average is going for, right? So I'm a little bit underpriced, but therefore it's going to sell quite quickly. Another good thing here is if you put it in like that. So there is like 2 ways. Either I could say, hey, I want to have like 0.4 chaos for this one, right? And then people can say like, oh, I want to buy your 10 enkindling orbs for my 4 chaos, for example, right? But when you start bulk selling, you actually want to do one trade and get rid of the entire thing. So that's why I say I want to sell all of mine. This is now going to get listed that I have 23 and I'm only selling 23. For example, if we are opening a PoE trade here, we go to bulk exchange and I say chaos and enkindling, for example, what I'm just putting up here, right? This is the thing. This guy sells for 3 chaos 9 pieces. And if we say like this one, I can like use the bar now to actually say I want to have more, because he's selling like smaller sizes. Do we have one that has like a lot with, here, this one, for example. So he says he want to have 2 chaos for each 5 enkindling orbs, and then you can like just size it up whatever you need, right? But I don't want to do that, because I don't want to spend like too much time doing like 10 different trades for one single item. And it's not like too much if I would have like 500 of those. Obviously, like who needs 500 enkindling orbs? But on these like smaller sizes here, you know, I want to sell one, like all of them at for one. So here I see This is pretty much one chaos, okay? So what I'm doing here, I'm fine with like losing a little bit, so I'm saying probably 0.9. I do the same thing, 41 multiplied by 0.9, the amount that I have and how much chaos is it worth. It's around about 36.9. I don't care about the 0.9, so I'm gonna price it for 36 or 41. I could do a little bit more, like 37 or so, but as I said, I'm super fine with losing currency for super fast trades, okay? This is just what I do, because it probably will take me like half an hour or so to convert all of the stuff that I have into raw chaos and divines. If I would do it the right way, if I would say, oh, this thing is actually worth about 0.95, then I will list it for 0.95, right? But the problem is there is like 30, 40, 50 other people that are selling the exact same item for the exact same price. That means it's going to take a lot longer for me to sell those items. But I want to have my juicy upgrades. I want to have the currency right here. So what I'm going to do next is like going through everything here. I'm not going to do this here in the video. This is just going to... I'm going to do this right now. So because it would take like forever until. But all of these items can be sold like directly for chaos. Here, jeweler is something different. Because jewelers are not worth a lot. Usually a jeweler, or at least 4 jewelers, are the price of 1 fusing, because there's a vendor recipe. You can convert your jewelers into fusing. So who needs 800 fusings? Probably nobody, but people need fusing orbs. So instead of like selling big bulks of like jeweler orbs that take forever to sell, you can just go to any like I think, I'm not sure about Act 1, but if we go Act 6, that should unlock like all the vendor recipes. You just talk to the vendor, and then you can like convert your currency on the vendor price. And this is why usually the fusing is like 4 times more expensive than the jeweler, because if it's not like that, people could flip their currency buying mass jewelers and convert them with the vendor recipe to fusings. Well, these loading screens take forever. Okay, here we are. So we're gonna search the one of these like vendors, and here you see here he sells a fusing for 4 jewelers, or the jewelers for alterations, or whatever you need, right? So instead of like selling 880 jeweler orbs, I'm just gonna like hold down Control and Shift, and he will buy stacks of fusings from my jeweler orbs. And fusings do sell a lot faster, and people need a lot of fusings anyway. So this is like guarantees me to have super fast trades once I'm starting to selling the fusings. And this might actually be 1 divine gives me 400 fusings. So this is like actually 1.5 divines worth of stuff. So now let me quickly go to my, I think, desktop, something like this. If I put away my webcam, because now I can show you the program here. So I put myself away here. Okay, now you see, this is what PoE, like the PoE Lurker does. I have here 2 trade requests. One wants to buy the Exilence, one a portal, so I can just click on those 2, and it will invite those people to the party. So the first guy wanted to have the Instilling Orb, the other guy left. So basically, now you see, on the bottom side, there is a small little icon. This guy is currently in my town, okay? So I can alt-click this to set what is the active trade. You see it on a slight border here, right? So I go into my 5 Chaos Dash tab. There is like an overlay. I can click on that, and it will highlight this item over here. So I use this item. I can click again on this like 5 Chaos thingy. And then I know exactly I'm gonna get 5 Chaos. I accept the trade, and this icon will disappear. The other one, the guy just left, so I could either like mouse over on the right side. The red one is just close this. The blue one would be, yo, I'm in a map. I'll need a bit. I need a bit. Just like tell me if you want to wait, for example. Or if you control click this one, it says, I'm sorry, my item has been sold. You know, if you get like massive trade requests and stuff like that, you could just like hold your control and just spam this, all the icons, and then it basically just disappears over time. Good, I got my 5 chaos, the trade is done, and that's about it. But there you see what the PoE Lurker is doing for me when it comes to trading. And trust me, once I listed everything here, it's gonna get wild with all the trade requests that I'm getting. Good. Another thing, so we said about the currency, how we actually price check it, and how to sell it fast, and how to even write the string here with the exact price, the chaos versus the amount that I have. And then you basically just go over everything. Control D for price checking, just list everything, and then just wait until people are messaging you Fragments, I think, is pretty much the same. Here is one different thing about sets. There is actually a way, I think if you list all of them, you actually can buy them set-wise. So if I go here, PoE Trade, Bulk Exchange, I say, I have, for example, Chaos and Divines, and I want to buy a 5-way set. So I go over here, and I click on all 5 icons over here, and then on the bottom side, I can say, Group by Seller, yes. So now it will only show me people that have all of the sources here with the prices. So I can now buy entire sets of that thing from one single person, and it will generate the trade message. And I think it's going to be the same once I list all of them. Then people can actually buy entire sets of that. So here's the next trade with the Instilling Orbs. Yeah, this happens quite often when people... Because you guys know when you're trading, you just whisper the first 10 people and somebody will eventually invite you. This is pretty much normal anyways for trading. Don't have to go over there. Divination cards, as I said, already kind of explained with the Exilence Next. So I'm going to generating a divination card. I take a snapshot. And usually what I do is go for divination cards more than 5 chaos. Because the other ones, like, screw that, man. Because it's going to take forever to actually sell that. Another thing that they added this patch is the alt, like if you hit your alt key on one of your stacks over here, you see here amount in inventory 41. So this is what they implemented, so I'm clicking over here, I'm making this trade. And it also works for the guy that is trading for you. He is going to put in the chaos orbs. Especially when you have like bigger sales, you can just like alt key and you see amount offered 36, that's what I want to have. And the next item is gone in one trade instead of like doing multiple trades. Essences you could convert. You can check the price if screaming is better than deafening or wailing or whatever. Nothing too fancy over here. Fossils, blight, map prep. Let me quickly see. This is should be done. Like you can bulk sell these. What do you say? Delirium orbs, or you can just like bulk them up even more, because all of these delirium orbs are worth something, because there is a harvest thingy where you can convert those into like the most expensive one if you're going to go that route and just sell the most expensive one in bulk. This usually provides more profit. Other than that, I don't think there is anything left here. So I'm going to take my time now, price everything. I'm going to spend like probably half an hour just converting currency, and then we're going to see us again with the results. So as I said, Excellence says like I have like worth 25 divines. I guess I'm gonna end up having like probably 15 divines on my stash. Another last trick here, since we're converting everything into chaos, and there is also a nice thing if you just list your chaos for divines. So in one hand you're trading all your small things into chaos and the chaos into divines, so you're always gonna have like so you don't have to like convert in the end, so you just can do this next to it. So let me quickly sell my what is it, Enkindling Orbs in one trade. And then we are good to go to mass sell. And this is like the weird thing. Normally when people trading and they don't accept instantly, I'm usually the guy that's like, oh my god, dude, this guy is like AFK or whatnot, stop wasting my time. But now with the new loading times, you never know. Sometimes people even crashing when it's the first time joining your hideout. So here, as I said, we can like either manually or check on the website basically what is the divine worth. So what I'm gonna do here, let me quickly reset that. So I say I have chaos, I want to have divines, how much is it worth? They are currently going for, never take the top one, always go a little bit down and say like here 163. So since I want to trade faster, I'm gonna say 162. So 1 chaos less, but therefore people are gonna buy this like a lot faster. Here again, the price of how much chaos I do have and the price that I want to have for the end result. I'm gonna say divine orbs, and now basically, oh wait, wrong. This is what I want to have, and this is how much I have. Oh man, okay, I fucked this up. Doesn't matter. So I want to have 1 divine orb, and I have 162 chaos for sale. So now my chaos orbs are listed for divine orbs for people that are actually converting all of that. Good. I'm going to take my time now, and we're going to see us in part 2 in a couple seconds when I've converted everything. Let's see how that goes. So, it's been, I don't know, like half an hour or so, and I think I sold pretty much everything. Let's go through general tab, my currency, everything gone that I had in bulk, fusings, all of that gone, our exotic stuff, everything pretty much saved. I didn't put up these for sale because I'm currently farming legions. I want to sell bigger bulks of like 5-way sets. Let's do Salt, D&D, clear. Okay. Breach, I didn't really had anything big for sale. Scarabs, I didn't touch at all. I sold my invitations and my Maven invitations. Then divination cards, I sold all the ones that are worth something. I think there's only one divination card for 7 chaos left. Essence, I didn't touch. Fragments, or at least like falses, I only sold the Prime Codec Resonator for like 17C. Blight, haven't touched. There's nothing really in there at all. Then I sold my entire Delirium tab, all the like Daily Orbs, the Splinters and stuff like that. And Metamorph wasn't too much either. So, but for not doing anything, just converting currency, we ended up having 500 chaos still here and 12 divines. I know it's 11 here, but I just bought 100% perfect Atsiris foible that I'm now gonna go catalyst and stuff for upgrading basically for a flat divine. So this is one divine that is missing over here, but we still made, if we calculate this, we're pretty much at 15 divine orbs, right? So this is like 3 divines plus 11 is 14 plus this. So we just converted currency and all of a sudden we made 15 divines just like that, and so we are ready to yeah, purchase the next upgrade for the build. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like a video on like going over for like bulk selling and how to convert your currency properly. As I said, all the links that you need are in the description below. And yeah guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.